Dang, what a beautiful sight. I haven't been here in 2 weeks, so I'm going to come check out how the cabin is. It looks like the door didn't stay closed, so that's not a good sign. Everything else looks okay. I'm going to get some heat started in here, and then Brandon's going to be coming out to his cabin too, so he might be doing a little bit of a collaboration today, but it's definitely cold in here. The past couple trips I came out here, I left some waters out here, this bubbly water, and these things are ready to explode. They got so cold. So haven't been here in about 2 weeks, and missed this place quite a bit. Suggestion from one of the viewers from my previous video was to store my matches in a jar of some sort so the moisture doesn't get to them, which is a great suggestion, so I appreciate those kind of comments. You know, every once in a while you get the hate comments. Those are the ones that are definitely inspiring and help me continue to learn and grow. So instead of a jar, I was actually able to repurpose a coffee can. This is the espresso that my wife and I like to drink. So I'll use this, and then it's got a nice like little rubber seal on the inside. So I'm going to take that, dump all my matches in here. And then that comment was to take the strikers and put them inside of it as well, or on top of it, but I think I'll just keep everything inside. That way the moisture doesn't get to any of it. So great suggestion, appreciate that. Maybe I'll figure out how to link your name or whatever, but it's a good kindling anyway. So today we're going to do some venison backstrap. I know, real original cooking venison, but man, this is deer camp cabin, so I got to make some venison out here. Yeah, like I haven't been out here for like 2 weeks now, so it's really cool to come out and see the place. But unfortunately I left that door either cracked or I didn't close it all the way, so it's a good possibility. But I talked to the owner. I figured I'd probably end up closing or locking the deadbolt, so I'll leave him a key just in case he needs to get into it, because this is not my property, so let him be able to get to it. But I hope I can make some heat in here. It's pretty chilly out today, and then we're just gonna hang out. Brandon is the owner of the property. He's also my brother, so we're gonna hang out. First time in a while. I haven't seen him, so maybe I can give you guys a tour of his cabin, which was a huge inspiration to building this one. So I've been thinking about working on this thing some more as I've gotten to a point, and then we've got a pretty decent amount of snow. Last thing I did was trim out the windows. One thing you guys didn't see in the last video that I shared, I actually did that right before I left after the time I camped in it for the first time. And then I've been thinking about these this soffit and then doing a fascia board soon, but I am kind of waiting for the weather to break a little bit to continue working on it. I've got some more trim and whatnot to do, so I'll need to get some more material here shortly. And then the back side of it is the same way, so I've got fascia board and soffit to do. One thing that I needed, I've been using my wife's four-wheeler to get out here, and I don't have one. I'm more of a motorcycle guy myself, but I ended up finding this 1995 Polaris Magnum 425 liquid cooled, more or less a barn find. So I was able to get that thing running and four-wheel drive, come out here and just have a good time with it. So I'm able to get out in the snow. Brandon actually rode a snowmobile out here this time, but I don't have one, and I kind of like the utilitarian side of a four-wheeler. Hopefully the snow melts off and dries out, and find somewhere to put this the matches. I did have the matches up just right up here, which I've got a couple extra boxes, but those will stay closed and in plastic. But for now, I'll just put that matches up there. And then this time I brought out, so this is a backstrap cut into steaks. I brought out a old expired vehicle first aid kit that I've got just for something out here, and then the old Coleman camp stove that utilizes that white gas or camp fuel. So this thing will live out here too, so you get to see that. And last time I cooked on this thing, I realized that it takes quite a bit to get the wood stove hot enough to cook on, or to at least make like a nice sear for the steaks or anything like that. So I might utilize the cook stove just to make the steaks this time. So don't hate me, I know it's pretty cool to cook on the wood stove, but these things have somewhat of a baffle inside of it, so it's not direct heat to the cast iron on the outside. I think that's kind of standard anymore. I'll be able to use the cast iron pan you see up top, and then got my tea kettle still. One other thing I brought out here was actually more of these lights. So this is a 50-foot strand, and then there's 15 sockets. So I'll have to count how many. I can't remember what's on here, but this is 24 feet, which I thought would be enough based off of this being 12 foot long. It's not. So I will have to make that adjustment today, and then hopefully you guys will get some better light. I got this set of 50-foot string lights, 15 sockets. So we'll see how this is. You can buy these things pretty cheap off of Amazon, so hoping it'll work out. Oh, it even came with an extra bulb. Nice. So my biggest complaint, and some of you guys have told me that everything is okay about it, but the biggest complaint was they just weren't that bright. Plug this into the old jackery, and seems like it'll do okay. And the other ones are still plugged in. So I'm just gonna. So let's see how much this takes. Output of 7-8 watts, and then the ones that are plugged in another 8 watts. Alright, moment of truth. See what the lights will look like for the first time. Nice ambient still. Should have a little bit more light for cooking and whatnot with y'all. Yeah, I think that'll do. And so far on the Jackery, it's using 8 watts. So it's actually using the same amount as the other one. And this is typically the view that you guys will see right here. Usually where I cook, right in front of the picture window. So to get to test it out tonight when it gets dark out for the first time. So I've got this old Coleman camp stove my dad gave me. I ended up finding at a garage sale back in the day for $5. I've always had this kind of in the arsenal for camping supplies, but never really had a purpose for it. So I think its main purpose is going to be to live out here and finally get utilized again. So let's see if it works still. I know sometimes these generators go bad, or you know, the O-rings or seals or whatever in them don't work. Nice. I think it's about that time we'll get ready on, or get started on some cooking. Today I've got a orange bell pepper, some red onion, and some sweet potato. I'll have to peel and then get these started cooking. I know these are going to take a little while. Add some chopped up sweet potatoes and put on the skillet. Of course we need some Tony Chachere's. While the sweet potatoes are cooking, we'll go ahead and get our red onion going. The red onion will be cooked with the... I'm just going to go ahead and move this. This thing's making too much noise. So the red onion will be cooked with the deer steaks. Go ahead and get some orange bell pepper. can't beat fresh stuff. It's always neat to see, you know, genetically modified stuff. A nice bed of onions. It's a nice backstrap. Yeah. Lastly, we'll get these orange bell peppers going. Let me go ahead and pull the venison off. Oh yeah. Look at that. Hopefully it picks up the color, but I've got some nice orange bell pepper, some red onions, some nice sweet potatoes, and best of all, some venison backstraps. So I feel like that's a pretty healthy meal. Been trying to eat healthier again. Let's dig in. I still don't have a ton of utensils or anything out here, but we'll go ahead and that's a perfect, I'd say medium rare on that venison backstrap. I like cooking with the onion. The onion flavor really comes out. Man, cooking on the cast iron is just like second to none. Should do that more at home. Got some nice sweet potatoes with my favorite seasoning. Do this Tony Chachery Creole seasoning. They're almost spicy. I got like a nice little bite to them. This is definitely more than I can handle. This is a lot of food. It's about a pound of venison backstrap, actually. A whole bell pepper, a small red onion, and then 2 small sweet potatoes. So I'm actually going to take this over to Brandon, and he actually made some chicken quesadillas too. Alright, let's go see what Brandon's up to. What's up?
Nothing.
Gonna see if you wanted some venison backstrap.
Yeah, dang. I was gonna start hanging some lights so I could see in this goddamn thing.
Dang, you made some chicken quesadillas?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So Brandon's little cabin has a nice wood stove with a glass door in it. He's getting ready to put up the lights from my cabin that didn't work out quite right.
My fire's not doing good.
But it'll be nice. This was the cabin with the inspiration for doing mine, so really cool to see this one come together too. Got a little single globe lantern in here for a light right now, and then a couple of these cool little oil lamps.
On?
Dang.
Holy shit! That's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna shut this stinky old thing off though.
That's a game changer in here.
It's on.
I think we're about finished up for the day, but before I go, I do want to thank each and every one of you for watching, viewing, commenting, liking, subscribing, all of the above. I recently posted the video, probably last week now. I don't know when this video is going to come out, but I recently posted the video of my first overnight stay here at the tiny cabin. This is deer camp cabin. I've now spent quite a bit more time here while building this and really enjoy this area. I've gotten a lot of suggestions from you guys as the viewers and comments that have really helped out. Different suggestions like putting matches in a jar or doing things for keeping mice out of the cabin, even down to blemishes or kind of screw-ups that I did through the build. So I appreciate the kindness. Definitely there's people out there that will critique and pretty much shoot down my work, but I have explained to everyone I'm no carpenter, but what I try to try to express to my direct reports as a supervisor trying to help people learn and grow is if you don't know how to do something, try something. If you don't know what you're doing, at least try. So that's my purpose and my goal for this build. I don't know what I'm doing for a lot of things. I have a general knowledge, but I am trying something. So if that's one thing you can take away from today's video is, maybe you're not feeling super confident. Maybe that'll help you get to your goal, or at least kick off your project that you've been thinking about. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my coffee. I've been watching the sun come up above the trees on the ridge there, and probably go see what else we can get into today. I don't really have any material to continue working on the cabin here. I'd like to start purchasing the interior boards and things like that I want to work on here, but I'm not there yet, so I'm just going to enjoy the day. It's a nice calm day outside, probably going to be around 32 degrees Fahrenheit, warmest it's been in quite a while, so maybe put a couple hours on my new four-wheeler to me. So again, I'm Justin with JB Outdoors. Remember to spend more time outdoors. See y'all in the next video.